Hello everyone, welcome to my second data edition for this week, and today's topic will be version control system in automation, VCS in automation. Okay, so my third data edition I have covered a version control system in Selenium. It was a bit more specific, so it was hard to find the information needed to make that video. But with version control in automation, it is more broad, so I can find some more information, and I did. So what does version control system in automation mean? Now, Selenium is just a part of automation. It is a web automated tool, automation tools. Meaning that you can deal with hardware, software. Because with software like Selenium, you can automate the web, or you can automate things like that. But with hardware, you can make things like robots, automate things like that. And so what does version control system contribute to automation? Of course, version control system like it will help with these things. First of all, time, efficiency, management. Alright, those are three main cores. Everything that gets a version control system is implemented into, it will help with these things: time, efficiency, and management. But a huge but right here, automation is different from things like web or web frameworks or different things from websites, for different things from software developing. So what will help further, how version control system will further help with automation? Now, in reality, if you're working with hardware, version control system doesn't help really much, because version control system is like is digital. It's not physical. But if you want, then lean. Yeah, we have learned about lean. Lean, L-E-A-N. So remember, for example, we have a robot. Robots have two things, like software, hardware. Software, SW and HW. With version control system, will help with the software. Lean will help with the hardware. Because lean is not really digital, it is a mindset. And so with lean, you can do with the hardware. Version control system will help with the software. But we are not talking about lean, so forget about hardware things. Let's talk only about the software part of a robot. So if you have a robot and you say, if you are able to identify this object, then pick it up, put it into a tray. You have three different trays, and so version control system, that is the code, an example code. Version control system will help with that code. And how do they do that? Let me draw a picture. Let me draw a picture. So you have a sorting robot. Perhaps not the robot like you see every day. It is more like a machine that has sensors, that have arms. And so here's the line, the production line. You have items going through it. Not really realistic, but I do what I can do. Here are the arms. And so each thing goes down here. It can be identifiable. It can pick this or put into a tray. Different trays. Now, how do they really do that? How can they sense if that part, that is an object or that is an object? So they use something called databases. They have databases that have pictures, actually thousands or millions of pictures of an object similar to that. So you have a pen, a marker. You have thousands of objects, thousands of pictures of this, maybe from a different angle, a different color, a different type, a different length, a different color. And so they send millions of pictures to the robots. It will process, it will see that which is the same. And so when you send millions of pictures, it will be very heavy to load, and it will be very hard to implement alone without version control systems. That is my theory, but I don't really know if it is true, but more pictures means more code, and so it will be very complex for the robot. If you don't use version control, it will be very complex to the coders, to the developers, if they don't use version control system. With version control system, you can save your code. Save your code, you can save it on a computer, but I don't mean that save meaning like that. But save your code, instead of only having it on the computer, yeah, computer is one, on your computer, you can save it on the cloud. And GitHub's clouds. So this cloud can be accessed by the one you are given to, accessed by admin. You're given the permission, they can access that, they can commit, they can do anything, they can change it. So only give access to the one who you really trust. And so that is what version control system help with what I mean about management and efficiency. Your team, you don't need to send your code every time, you don't need to compile, you don't need to save on your computer. They can save it on their computer, and they can save it on the cloud too. So imagine this, you have a computer, another computer, you have a team of 4 making a robot. You are connected in a way, not connected like this, sorry. You're connected in a way that right here is the cloud. Alright, like this. So in case your computers cannot talk to each other, you don't want your computer to talk with each other, because loading codes with hundreds of files, hundreds of pages, will take a very long time, and it's almost impossible to send it by using something like Google Drive or something like WhatsApp or the internet. So you commit it to GitHub, GitHub. 1, 2, 3, 4 users. They all committed to GitHub. You are the main. You are the main admin. You control everything that is committed to your repository. This person too, you given access. They can commit it too. Person 3 is the same. And so when they when the other 4 users commit meaning saving changes. When other users commit to Git, you will get a notification that someone has committed on your repository. So you can check it, see if it's valid, run your code. If it is not valid, revert back, contact that person, do it again. So very efficient. That, I think, is all about version control system in automation, what to help, and yeah, things like that. Thank you for listening, and see you next time.